What is up? Happy Monday. Start to a new week. Cal, thank you. I just got some French onion soup I'm having for lunch. Stephanie with the five, thank you. Stacy, Trina, Nevada, Irene, Denise, Kathy, Dietrich, Cal, Jen, thank you guys. What are you doing, Luna? Je ne sais quoi, thank you. CJ, thank you. Marianne, thank you. Oh, who won the Florida game last night? Does anyone know? In March Madness? Florida lost by 1 point. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. That's actually brutal. Fuck. I don't know. I wanted Florida to win. I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, I love Florida because I used to play basketball. Like when I'd go to Florida with my mom, I used to play basketball and pretend I played for the Gators and shit. So it's just that sucks. Are they out now? Like I guess they're out. They're out, dude. That's sad. That fucking sucks, dude. Vaughn, thank you. Mary, thank you. Fuck. Love that you got a draft. Thank you. Tracy, thank you. Yeah, that's so sick, man. I got a giraffe, adopted an elephant, adopted a lion, and adopted a kangaroo. Building Noah's Ark over here. Rhonda, thank you. Duke is still in it though. That's good for me. Let's go. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention too much. I've been trying to. Who's playing tonight? I think I see Kansas St. John's playing, I think. I see. It'll be interesting to see who wins it all. I got you North Carolina deer, white belly. Are you joking? Are you serious? Next to the monkey, yeah. Just got back from Disney. Nice. My weekend was pretty good. Pretty like ups and downs, pretty eventful, but it's good, man. Just trying to pick up healthy habits. I think I'm gonna start like studying stuff more too, kind of getting more into that. Gonna work out today. I'm making like a 5-year plan with ChatGPT, just kind of like how to be healthy and like how to get better and stuff. So like I'm kind of doing something like that. So trying to pick up like healthy habits and stuff like that to feel better. So yeah, you and Jox need a finger monkey. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, fuck yeah, because already anything in particular. Honestly, I think anatomy is a good start, but then like whatever, get into whatever. But there's like YouTube videos and stuff. So I'm just like trying to figure out when I'm bored, like instead of like doing nothing, you might as well like do something good with your time. Um, so like there's like YouTube videos and stuff, and I could use my journal and kind of like write things down and just kind of like see what interests me and stuff like that. I think I need a drill sergeant to motivate me. Oh, I feel that. Sometimes it feels heavy, but just one step at a time, you know? And make sure you're being like proactive. That's my kind of like goal lately is just like it's so easy to get caught up and be like, oh, I don't want to do anything, but there's so many things that make us feel better and make us want to do better and stuff like that. So just thinking of stuff like that. No, I didn't paint at all, no. Harvard's offering free classes, actually. My sweetie, thank you. Happy MCM. Thanks. I'm excited to have this French onion soup. It's from Boston Pizza. Nice weather is a great motivator. 100%. 100%. You gotta be motivated at all times, like no matter what you're going through, you gotta be able to pick yourself up. So just kind of like try not to waste too much time of like negative thinking and not really like instead of telling myself I don't know what to do or whatever, just there's always something to do. Like last night I had like this 3-hour podcast and I was like just finished the whole thing, So instead of like always like being like, oh, this is pointless, whatever, I'm like, all right, let's finish this whole podcast and nothing's pointless, You're always learning something. But as long as you like really get through it, I got through like 2 hours and like 40 minutes, so I was like 20 minutes short, but it was good. Yeah, it keeps you engaged and then like new things pop up. You learn new things, you see new things. It's like that. Yeah, I slept pretty well. Pretty well. I don't really remember, but I slept pretty well. Yeah. I'm tired though. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah. It was this guy Jack something and Andrew Tate. It was just about politics and stuff. But nothing's pointless again. So no matter what you listen to, everything to be worldwide, you got to know everything. So yeah, the dumbest people are the ones that call people dumb or don't engage in everything, or have hateful hearts or push people away. Those people, you can't limit yourself, It's not a healthy thing in my opinion. So, um, yeah. How was the weather today? It's good. It was actually snowing, but it's not like crazy snow, but it was snowing and I was like, damn. Anna, thank you. Learned a lot of the piano on YouTube. Yeah. You take something away from everything you take in. Yeah. Great new show, Scarpetta. Maybe check it out. All right, all right. Never stop learning. Be well rounded, as they say, 100%. And calm mindset, Be grateful. All those good words that are going to make you feel good, You watch the latest Diary of a CEO. It's about health. I actually checked it out today. I played one of his podcasts, but I saw what you're talking about, but I didn't finish the one that I pressed. I only listened to like 5 minutes of it in the car. Um, but yeah, Diary of a CEO is definitely really good podcast. Um, but I don't know, it's kind of all over the place too. I'd like to be like I'd like to pick a specific subject and kind of like analyze it as best as I can and kind of like write notes to take up time and then go back to it and whatever. And then at night throw on a diary of a podcast or something like that. Annie, thank you. Just popping to say hi. What's up? Thanks, Annie. Thank you, thank you. What up, what up? Thank you, thank you. What up? What up, what up? Denise, thank you. Did you get anything else with your soup? No, just the soup. I was gonna get something else, but I was like, nah. Yeah, good day. I actually brought my girlfriend out for breakfast. We went to Sunset Grill. I went to see my mom for a little bit with my girlfriend. Um, and then she's got a doctor's appointment. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Um, so yeah, we might go to her house tonight, have dinner with her parents, or just see her parents. I don't know if we're having dinner. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of chill. I'm gonna do a workout after this live, eat my French onion soup, chill for a little bit, crush a workout, do some studying, and kind of go from there. Yeah. Denise, thank you so much. Annie, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it was a good day. Good day, good day. We need to play some zombies again. 100%, 100%. Eventually, hopefully. Just super busy. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I had over easy eggs, some bacon, sausage. Uh, the home fries were okay, not the best. And then toast. She had cinnamon pancakes. But it was a little too sugary for her. Um, yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, a lot going on. A lot of good stuff though, you know. It's life. I'm happy to be alive, so nothing to complain about. Rhonda, thank you. Yeah, feeling happy being alive. You only get one pancake or waffles. Wait, what? It's a great attitude, 100%. How did her soccer go? It was good. She was so happy to be back. Like, so, so happy. Got a meeting later, Gator. See you later. Love the color of your shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, great morning. Productive morning. That's what I'm trying to be more like. It's so easy to get like caught up in like a lazy kind of mentality and not really know what you want to do and stuff. And so just every day trying to be a little more productive. I was even thinking I'm gonna start working out today, but it'd be nice to get a gym membership too. There's a gym around here. Um, and me and my girlfriend might sign up and we can go whenever. Um, but yeah, it'd be nice. That'd be nice. Sitting waiting to see the tax man. Glad to watch you. You'll feel better, more productive you are. 100%, 100%. I love this time of the year for hockey. All the teams, playoffs pushing. Let's go. And then I have some phone calls today. I got 3 phone calls. Cal Cal, thank you for the 5 gifted. Deetris, thank you. Thank you guys. Dubs. Very much today. Yeah. 3 happy fans today. That's awesome. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It'll be nice. And I make money doing it. So start stacking up that bread and yeah. A little hiding in the bathroom to say hello, it's good, it's good. Will you betting on hockey or sticking with baseball? I think you mean basketball. I haven't been betting the last couple days. I haven't been betting the last couple days. Um, yeah. We want to do weights, or cardio, like elliptical today. Um, I'm gonna do some weights. I'm gonna do some weights, not like heavy weights, but I'm gonna do the ropes. Um, that'll be nice. Not great games to bet on, really. Yeah, I just haven't been paying attention to it. Like once in a while it's nice, but I don't really do betting like every day or anything like that. But if I have like a really chill night, I'm down to watch some hockey all night. I'll do some betting. What up, T? Denise, thank you. Yeah, the ropes are good. The ropes are really good. It doesn't kill you too bad, but it's really good. Put on my quote of the week, negative mind will never give you a positive life. Yeah, you gotta work hard, dude. Everything's about hard work. Everything's about being productive. Um, it's all about that. It's kind of about how bad you want it. Kind of defines your future. I'm excited the Islanders won, so back in the wild card spot. Let's go. Nice, nice. They got killed by Montreal the other night, though. Looked hard to me, the ropes. Yeah, well, not hard to me. Yeah, it's almost here. Yeah, 7-3. Yeah. Caulfield got a hat trick. It was sick. What is your favorite exercise in the gym? I don't really have a favorite. They're all good. Um, like you need your whole body to feel good. Um, so like it depends how I'm feeling. If I feel like I need my legs worked out, squats, lunges, it depends where the energy is, like that I need to release. Do you think to be worldwide, you have to listen to everything? Yeah, you got to listen to everything for sure. Life's everything, right? It's just how you like kind of it's how you digest it and how strong you can. It's all about your like perspective on it, but that means going through hard times. and then coming out the other end with a better perspective. So no matter what, like you can't hide from the world. It'll just kind of make you smaller. You got to tackle it. But like doing it your way, what feels good to you, and um, all that stuff, you know. So it is a positive thing to do your thing like that. But yeah, no matter what, you're gonna have negative energy. It's just a part of life. Rhonda, thank you. I want to do more hand weights at home besides the Pilates. I already do at the studio. Any thoughts on reps to do? I want to do more hand weights at home. Yeah, if you got hand weights, just lifting in different directions, wherever you kind of feel sore, kind of just lift that out. Make sure you don't pull anything, obviously, or that's why light weights are good, but literally anything, as long as you're working out and kind of going up the mountain, not down the mountain, everything's productive. But does it make sense to cut out the negative? Well, if someone's coming to kill you, you have to kill them, right? So like you can't, yeah, you can run away, but either way, you got to deal with that negative energy. You can't stand there and say, but the Teletubbies are on, you know? You have to do what you got to do. So like no matter what you're gonna have, and I say that in like an extreme way. But I usually use the extreme just to help people understand. But like either way, you're gonna have negative energy coming at you. You can't control what people think, you can't control what people do. So you have to learn how to manage it and be able to kind of turn that into something productive for you or something in your gain, you know? Um, so it's like you gotta kind of do what you gotta do. So yeah, it helps in the long run because it makes you a bigger person. And like the whole point of life is to become that bigger person because kind of stays small, it starts to die out. So it's just about like growing. But I'm gonna go get my French onion soup, guys. I'll be right back. French onion soup, just a small one, but mm, it's good because I kind of have a headache, so that's like man right now. And a snowy day, yeah. As good as Graham and Jan's? Nah, that sounds good. D. Lots of cheese, yeah. Again, like I said 150 times, I don't like too much chunky cheese, but you just work around it. Right. Hello. Yeah, the bread's good, yeah. The bread's good. It has to be a perfect mix, you know? Hello, hello. Potato soup, yeah. I like bacon potato soup too. I love tomato soup too. I'm watching a series on YouTube called Canadians at Work, especially ones about World War II post held in Canada. Oh, damn. Question of the day yesterday. Would you rather have a personal driver 24/7 for the rest of your life or always fly private? Good question. Depends where I'm living. If I'm staying in town, just with the wife and kids, probably just the driver. If I'm more of a traveler, private jet. Funny story, I gave up French fries, sorry, for Lent. I was gonna cheat. God kept me on track. Nice. I was gonna cheat at Canada for a Disney routine, but the booth was temporarily closed. Nice, nice, nice. Cheeseburger soup is good, yeah. Broccoli cheese soup is amazing, yeah. Bacon makes everything better, it really does. Have you clam chowder? I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure. It sounds good too. I think it's white. I think the soup's white, if I'm not mistaken, excuse me. So I watched Age of Attraction, it's realistic. It's crazy but unrealistic. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Um, the unrealistic part is kind of what makes the show. Most people would think that's unrealistic, but it does happen here and there. Um, so that's kind of the whole point of the show. Um, so yeah, New England clam chowder is yum. That sounds good. Hey, well, happy Monday. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Have fun at the dentist, or I hope you had a good time at the dentist. Nice and clean. Had beef stew in the cook. Oof, that sounds good. Chad, just passing through. Want to say hello. It's good. And clam chowder is red though, tomato based. Ooh, that sounds good. Nope, so it comes out Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the reminder. I gotta check that out because it's Monday. So yeah, I'll be I'll be good because it leaves you on a cliffhanger. It's like the next episode is, do you want to be with this person for the rest of your life or no? So it's like, all right, let's see what everyone chooses. They give you a little bit of a tease, like a good tease, but it'll be interesting to see kind of what everyone picks. Now I'm thinking of making tortilla soup dinner. Nice. D, thank you. Yeah, nutrition good, right? Thinking with time. Gotta watch them falling asleep early. Yeah, it's good. Do they have a new people each episode? No, same all the way till the next episode. They're gonna pick who if they want to stay together or not. and then I'm guessing new people. It makes sense though because dating apps always ask age, and when you count out group of age, you could totally miss someone great for you. 100%, 100%. And it's just interesting, to see, but I do see where it can be like everyone's got their own lifestyle and this and that, but I feel like I don't know. It's kind of different for everybody. Like if you're in love, you're in love. It kind of just depends who's willing to whatever, you know? I'm not sure if they'll make it. I've been watching two. I like it. People are just way too judgmental on those dating, fall in love with, two people fall in love. Yeah, I think like the show itself, it's kind of hard to fall in love on a show. I feel like it's easier in like a real life scenario. So that would be what I would say about it not working out. Just like based on like the timing of how long the show was, how long they were together, kind of the hype around it. Um, but like yeah, you know, in real life, you kind of never know, if you getting along and you're loving each other and it just kind of works out. The couple I like is 54 and the redhead guy, John, but I think she's too in her head. Yeah, she's definitely in her head, but I can argue that she just really likes him, and kind of is like, I want this to work, but what if he thinks I'm too old eventually? Because she's a very pretty lady, and a lot of pretty ladies tend to overthink about a little more than the average person. They, kind of all they do is overthink about their looks and their age and all that stuff. Um, so yeah, I can see where she's coming from with just kind of worried if she'll look good in 5 years with this young hot guy and all that stuff. Worked for my cousin and wife. Um, she did modeling and fashion for Calvin Klein. Wow. My sister's husband was 17 years older. Wow. It was good for the first 10. After that, it was rough. I can see that. That's cool as shit modeling. I think sure the kids will have a hard time when they find out. Yeah, maybe. As long as she's happy, I think you're right, though, it'll be a hard time. But I honestly can't see people being like, if you're in love, like, you're in love, you know? If the person's a good person, the person's a good person, you know? Falling in love's fake anyway, it's chemistry, and if they want something different in life, then the chemistry is just attraction. Yeah, I could argue that. I think we all could, and I think you're right though about it. Your perspective on it, it kind of something we don't really understand. It just kind of happens. People also fall out of love, and some people are together forever. So it's hard. It's hard to understand. You just kind of go with the flow and kind of like you said with the connection. And if it's working, it's working, and if it's not, it's not. But also just, make sure you're loving yourself first and putting yourself first and that's why I say just like be proactive and find things that are making you feel good and all that stuff. What up, Lola? What's up, Susie? My 25-year-old son is with a 45-year-old woman and they just clicked. Yeah, you go through phases in the long-term relationships. Yeah, that's correct. Can't compare and just enjoy the relationship. Exactly. I think it's different, like starting a family with someone older than you is a little harder because, if you start a family and they're getting older and then you're like, okay, but to be like hooking up and having fun, that's like a different story. So, it's hard, it's tough. My brother has 7 married 25-year-old marriage lasted 2 years. Yeah, that's an insane, that's like a far, I can't see. That's pretty crazy, man. Um, but yeah, again, it happens, if you think someone's sweet and you really just want to be with them, you're like, I just want to be with this person. They're taking care of me, they make me feel good, and I that's just who I want to be with. When your values align with them, we can build a life together. Exactly. Exactly. That's the issue. If they are at different points in their life, and want different things, then there's no point in dating. Yeah, dude, it's just you don't really know, right? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not really something to be studied. It's something that just kind of happens, you know? If someone has an issue with the relationship, they're gonna say something and you can either work on it or you can get over it, you know? It's about how you make them feel too. 100%, both ways, both ways. Stacy, thank you so much. Rhonda, thank you. My friend married a 20-year-old, 20 years older than her. They're still married, but she's leaving him out of her will. Ah, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. Well, it's her decision, you know, it's her will, whatever she wants to do. I think everyone has one soulmate. Honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty new to falling in love. If this relationship doesn't work out, I still will think there's a soulmate out there, but definitely be a little doubtful towards it. It'll be a little hard. So like I don't really know, you know. You kind of don't really know until you're dead, you know. If you're still with that person when you're dying, you're kind of like, yeah, thank you for being with me forever. It's how you make each other feel, of course. It's not rocket science. Any couple have problems with their age no matter what. Yeah. My husband 8 years younger, that's 20. Yeah, it's not that bad. 8 years younger is not that bad. I mean, if they're looking for a long-term relationship, if they're both looking for short-term, whether or not they want kids, doesn't matter. Yeah, I think Jordan Peterson said something good about it. It's basically like when you look at someone and you can see a future with them and your values align, and you're like, yeah, um, I can see myself being better with this person, and they can see them being better with that person, and you kind of both have the same kind of goals. That's where like that relationship happens, and you kind of work on it together, you know, kind of teamwork, making the dream work, you know? My parents married when my mom was 17, when I was 22. They're together almost 60 years. When my dad passed away, they drove each other nuts, but made it work. Yeah, again, relationships too aren't easy, you know? A lot of fights and stuff like that. Try not to, but it's definitely never going to be perfect. But that's why just focusing on yourself and letting them focus on them and trying to work it out, having productive conversations, meaning like asking, hey, can we sit down and just talk one by one and take turns talking? I just really want to be understood right now. Just going about it in like a respectful manner, will help. Exactly. Yeah, and you can't imagine the life without, but realistically, you have to prepare for that because nobody will be in your life forever. One day people do pass away, just like you. So you always have to have your own life. Age, religion, politics shouldn't matter in the relationship. No, and it could, dude. You know, I think like if I have strong views, let's say I'm a conservative and I have strong views, and they're my girlfriend, let's say she's a liberal and she has strong views, if it's causing like a bunch of commotion in the household, then like, you know, politics do matter. So it's kind of like aligns up to like, do we have the same point of views on things? Or even if we don't, at the end of the day, do we? Can we make it work? Can we adjust? You know, I think like things like that definitely matter, because you want to make sure that you kind of have the same vision in mind, you know, and if you don't have the same vision in mind, or you just don't get along, then obviously that relationship's not going to work. Rhonda, thank you again. Hmm. Yeah, I think like at the end of the day, you know if you want to be with somebody or you know if you don't want to be with somebody. Sometimes you start to doubt things, but you just kind of let time do the telling. Yeah, be respectful or not, it doesn't matter at the end of the day because it's up to you. If you don't respect somebody, I'm not going to force you to respect someone, you know, just don't be with them or whatever you want, you know, it just is what it is. That is why as my sister moves from the opposite of her, there's never peace at their home. Yeah, and sometimes there is, you know, sometimes opposites attract and they meet in the middle with things, but you know, That's why it's all depending on the situation. I know with the passing away, I was with someone for 18 years. It's like, bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. And sometimes love just isn't enough. Yeah, well, man, like, a baby can love you, but a baby can't drive a car to the grocery store, right? So, of course, right? Like, you're gonna have to, it's what you do, right? With your love. So yeah, of course, of course, of course. You're not a baby anymore, so you're not gonna be getting babied. You got to be able to pick yourself up and move forward and do good things and get on your own 2 feet and take care of a family and take care of a house and all that stuff, right? Life is definitely still lifing. You still need food on the plate, all that stuff. Especially if you're going to start a family, you need to know how and which you'll raise the children. Yeah, exactly. Fighting a lot is hard on the relationship. It's traumatic for the children when the parents fight. Of course, that's no doubt about it. It's again how you go about it, having a respectful conversation, um, saying, hey, I'm not trying to be too overwhelmed, but this is how I feel about this. Um, can we just have a conversation about it because I wanna feel better about it? There's no point of yelling and stuff. It's just making both people on defense, kind of bouncing back and forth and not getting anywhere. Hey, Tiff, correct. Healthy argument is good, just know your boundaries. Yeah, and it exactly 100%. That's how you grow. You have conversations and showing your point of view and showing their point of view and working through it. Of course, communication is key. Even if it doesn't work out the relationship, having healthy communication is definitely going to make everything better. Miss William White, thank you. Sally, thank you. For yourself too, because gonna have a better understanding and everything like that. My friend spent 70K on their daughter's wedding. 7 months later, they're getting divorced. Yeah, shit happens. Shit happens. Albie and I are celebrating our 39 years married this week. Let's go. Congratulations. That's amazing. Fighting all the time is overall is not healthy. That's why communication is important. 100%. Sometimes we go about it of just like very emotional and you're like, what the fuck? Like why, right? But that just puts pressure on the other person. So just being able to communicate those whys in a respectful way, and that's gonna make someone be like, all right, I'll tell you my side of it, and you can tell me your side of it. If you're someone that you can tell anything, no judgment. I feel like if you are with someone you can tell anything, no judgment, and you want to be with the person no matter what, you can tell it's your person. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it though. It's not just really one thing or the other. There's life that goes into it. I feel like being friends at the core is really healthy for a relationship. Yeah, friends is like just hanging out, being with each other, getting along. So, of course, I think two people can follow each other. Whether or not they should build a life together is determined if they're looking for similar things. That's where age comes into play. 100%. But, there could be a 20-year-old that wants to be with a 35-year-old, let's say. She is ready to work, take care of a family, loves this guy, and just wants to be with that guy. They both want to settle down and have kids. And, so yeah, age does for sure mostly matter. But, it all depends on the person and what they want in life and how they go about things and all that. Everyone is so different. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not a one word answer. Everything is different. It all depends. Um, it all depends. It all depends on the person and all of that. So that's why in their case ages matter because they just want similar things. Exactly. Exactly. They want similar things, or it could be just attraction. Maybe they're very attracted to each other and they just want to be by each other's side and just get a normal job and cuddle all day and whatever, you know. Everyone's kind of got their own way of living their life, and that's okay. Between the couple, no option should change that. 100%, 100%. And it's okay to get people's advice, you know? I always tell my girlfriend that it's okay to get your family's advice. It's okay to ask friends. It's okay to do this. But just make sure at the end of the day you're always making your own decision, and it might take a long time. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but just make sure that you're talking to yourself as well. And but it's for sure good to have conversations with people, you know? Age and maturity, two different things. I know a 40-year-old who aren't mature at all. 100%, 100%. Everyone's got their own maturity. Everyone's got their own life. Everyone's got their own skills. Everyone's got their own abilities. Some are similar, some aren't. It's all depending on where you're from, what you do, how you grew up. There's so much that go in it. Your brain chemistry, who you are as a person, like so much that goes into it. That's why you can't really overthink it. You just got to kind of be yourself, do what you need to do, be productive, be proactive for things that make you feel better, and kind of just let things, you meet people on the way or you don't meet people, whatever it is, but at the end of the day, you got to pick yourself up. You got to do what you need to do to feel better. And that's just bottom line. I think the most important thing is that your partner who they are. Honestly, the most important thing is to be yourself. I think a lot of time we're putting our pressure onto the other pe on other people. And I think it all comes from you. It's how do you feel? What do you want to do? And you take it as a grain of salt. If you love it, you love it. If you don't, you don't. And it's easy to be like, fuck, I want that person. I get that. But at the end of the day, just, be yourself, and whatever comes in your life or doesn't or leaves your life is, I guess, meant for your life. Maybe it's not. Maybe you'll be regret. Maybe you should have fought harder, but that's just life at the end of the day. We can't control everything. Let's move on. Remember, yeah, don't try to change, but adjust if you want. Like for me, my girlfriend's like, I want someone that is going to be able to, you know, um, get me flowers or go to the gym when I need to work out, not be lazy, um, not play Xbox all day, like little things like that. So it's like, I agree, I don't even want that for myself, I want to pick up my slack a little bit. I can sit there ignorant and say no, or maybe I'm not ignorant, I just don't want to. Maybe that's the case, and that's okay as well. But just if I want to adjust and I feel like, yeah, this is helping my life as well, is it's helping the relationship and it's worth it, then I'm gonna do it. So yeah, being able to have those conversations and um be like, and if I don't want to, kind of talk about it respectfully and have that communication of like, I get this, but I don't feel like doing this, or I want to do this, but I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. So just having those conversations and kind of like working through it, and it's not going to make everyone happy. It's going to make some people are going to be upset about it, or it's not going to be the best, whatever, but that's just life. So you just find something that does make you happy. Whatever brings you down, find a positive to bring you back up. Yeah. And yeah, you got to be you, but don't think you is to not change. That's a huge thing that I've seen a lot of even my family members do that. They're like, I gotta stick up for myself. I gotta be myself 100%. But life is about adapting and changing. Life's about having honest communication. Life's about, making connections and growing as a person. It's up to you though. You don't have to be like that. But for me, I'm telling from my experience. So just like, don't take it as like poor me, you know? Take it as like an opportunity for growth. Read it with the 500. Thank you so much. Make my day better. Thanks. No problem, Rita. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sacrifice if you want to, right? No one will disagree. What happens as you grow or you compromise? Yeah, definitely grow and change yourself from age, mature. Yeah. If you're not willing to compromise, relationship will last. Exactly. 100%, 150%. And there's like a limit to it, right? Like if you there's a limit to it, whatever your limit is, and maybe there's no limit, but again, it's individually different for everybody. We all kind of have our own yeses and nos, and um, you know, and things change too. Uh, so yeah, it's not easy. Relationships are definitely not easy, but it's kind of as hard as you make it. That's what I'm trying to say with defining the positives in it, because you can sit there and be like, so like, oh, right? Or you can just be like, this is nice. I'm gonna do better here. I'm gonna talk more here. Didn't work out. I'm gonna move on and try to do better moving forward. So you kind of make it as hard as it is. Um, it's always going to be, you know, like a lot, but it's how you take it, not being reactive basically and being proactive. Yeah, that's good, Jenny. That's good. That's good, good. That's how you want it? Yeah. You want it you want it easy. You want it not yeah, you want it good. You want it as easy as it can be, as peaceful as it can be. As you know, um sometimes it's not there right away. Maybe you're in a financial situation that you need to work on. Maybe your just relationship itself you need to work on, whatever it is. But being able to talk about it. But the first step is honesty. I definitely stand for honesty. There's been times where I haven't been honest, but something that I don't stand for is not being honest. That's the first step. Because if you can be honest with how you feel, it's going to be very lighthearted. People will understand. People might not like it, but they'll be able to move on. It's something that people really do appreciate. Everyone's got their own values. Um, but my biggest value is honesty, because you can respect me as much as you want, but if you're not honest to me, I'll never be with you because you're diluting me. You're wasting my time. If you were honest with me, I would have left you, and I would have had more time to do other things with my life. So for me, the number one thing in a relationship is honesty, because that's what leads to trust. Um, Trust doesn't lead to honesty. Honesty leads to trust. A lot of people think that you need to trust, you need to trust. And I understand that, but first is honesty. You got to be honest first, and then you'll have the ability to trust. Yeah, respect for sure. If you're not honest, I don't think you're being respectful at all. Or maybe you are, but that's why they don't really go hand in hand, because if you can respect people but still have dishonest qualities, you can open the door for somebody but still under your breath not like that person and not say anything or call them a name or something like that. Um, so I think like being honest is like my number one rule. People at the end of the day respect that more than ever, and what people disrespect the most is lying to somebody and not being honest with them. Yeah, trust takes time to build. Like if I went in a relationship and I found out this person's a murderer, 2 years down the road, even if I trusted them with my life, I would still be like, damn, I thought we'd be together for 5 years, but now you're going to jail for murder. If that person was so respectful for me and opened the door for me and bought me food and did all these things, yay, I'm so happy you're so respectful, but you weren't honest that you murdered someone 5 years ago and now you're going to jail for the rest of your life, and I wasted 2 years of my life, right? So it's all about the timing, right? Dishonesty makes false reality, which you lose time, and time is the most valuable thing in the world. So that's a difficult one, yeah. 33 years of marriage taught me that. Yep. 25 years of living taught me that. Trust is built over 26. Trust is built over time versus honesty, 100%. No inappropriate flirting in front or behind other back. Yeah, man, it depends what you're going towards, like some people have open relationships, more like there's obviously a scale to it, but some people they like to flirt. Some people are actors, some people are models, some people that's their job is to get close to people and kind of understand people and kind of have a flirtatious attitude to make people feel good. And everyone's got their own kind of things, but it's about having that honesty and that respect to be able to understand what each other are doing and be on the same page with that, and sometimes we'll be like, hey, this is a boundary or this is too close. But you just having that open honesty and being able to show that is the biggest thing. Been married 22 years. I flirt all the time. Yeah, see, so it's all different for everyone, is what I'm saying. We all have different relationships. It's about the person, it's not about the title. That's what I try to get people to understand. A lot of people really look at the title. It's not about the title, it's about the person. You got to treat that individual like you got to treat someone as an individual, you know? Because they are an individual, you know? So that's a very difficult thing in society because people like to put shirts on people. This guy's got a green shirt, this guy's got a blue shirt, like they don't really look at the person behind the shirt. They're mostly just focused on what that person is. And it's a skill, you got to dig deeper and be able to have those conversations and understand, but that's the most important thing to life is that, is that connection, um, is that person, Yeah. I'm in trouble if I look at someone too long. Yeah, if you're not in a good relationship, I would recommend get out of it even if it's hard. I understand like there's things that go in with it, but like if you're ever complaining about a relationship, no offense, you have to blame yourself just as much as your partner because you have every ability to do something about it. You have every ability to there, even if it's hard, there's always something that you can do. And the more you complain about something, the worse it gets. It doesn't fix something to complain about it. So it's either you need to talk to somebody, you need to figure out a game plan, how to do better or how to get out of that situation. Because hanging on to it only hurts the relationship itself, and most importantly, you as a person, right? You don't want, you don't want to feel like that. That's something I really try to make people understand because maybe your partner doesn't understand, not giving someone that is an abuser any sympathy, but there's a lot of things where everyone goes through shit, right? So if you're taking it way too self-conceited and they're taking it, I need to protect it, it goes both ways. So just being able to not complain about things and get out of situations that aren't good for you. Yes, it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, I know. There could be, this is where I've lived for so long. This person scares me, all this stuff, but just being able to talk about it. I love my husband till the day I die, then don't complain about him. Don't put sad faces about it. Maybe take it another way. Maybe talk to him about it or say, "Yo, thank you for being there for me or caring about me or whatever it is." I wouldn't sit here and complain about it then, to be honest with you, if you love your husband and you're gonna be with him forever. That's just my perspective on it. You put a sad face at the end, like you're crying about it, it worries people. Makes people think your husband's abusive or he's not a good person, and I think you should kind of just be like, what am I doing? You know? I think maybe I should be a little more either on his back or talk to him and say, this is how it works, or talk to a professional or ask for advice about it if it's really bothering you. I always thank my husband for being an amazing husband and dad. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. How long have you been with your husband, Jules? I'm gonna go grab some water. My mouth is getting so dry, dude. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some more water, guys. Oh, what is that? This didn't work out, but unfortunately now we realize our worth. Sometimes separating is always, it's the hardest thing, dude, but it's the best thing, you know? Because once you let go of something that you loved so much, it actually gives you so much room to live the best life you could ever live. And it makes you not care about all the things that used to pull you back. So it's honestly one of the biggest blessings. Yeah, Luna's here. Been married 31 years. Nice. Not easy, but wouldn't trade it for anything. Oh, nice. Good for you, man. Good for you, Jules. That's awesome. An ex got out of a very long-term abusive relationship, was outliving a happier life for 2 years, but went back. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I've done that. I've been in relationships that weren't the healthiest and kind of just, thought, it's people can change, you can change, the relationship can change, but sometimes it just gets worse. Karen, thank you for the 1,000. You're definitely ahead of the game because you have lived a lot of experience. You likely have been through more than most people. I was still a bit naive at your age. Yeah, for me, like I'm obsessive compul like I really love like I need to be the best like I can be. I have this brain that just doesn't give up. I'm a very hard worker, like borderline psychopath because I care so much about life. So for me, it's like not, it's about the experience, but it's more about like just like what goes on in my brain. I just have this personality, like this fighter personality, and that's what kind of makes me like kind of dig deep with things. Been divorced for 10 years now and still finding me again. Nice, nice, nice. Boy, is that a true statement of letting go and moving on to your best life? Yeah, you never give up, never give up. Sadly, things like that don't usually change or get better. Yeah, they're definitely hard worker. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm realizing like, there's things I need to change. Um, there's things that I need to do better, but the number one thing is that I've realized is standing up for yourself, I've out of shyness, out of insecurity, but it's not even really insecurity, it's just wanting to give people leeway because I know I'm such a strong person. Like I'm probably one of the strongest people I know. I only hang out like I'm a very, very talented and strong person. Even my coach, Darcy Tucker, said I'm the strongest person in the league. Like all these people, like I'm very strong and people are very timid of that. So with that, it's more just like standing up for myself, you know, not letting other people dictate who I am and being able to tell people who I am. Um, that is kind of where I'm at now in my life. Carlos, thank you for the 1,000. Yeah, because I know I'm so strong that I give other people I let them do the leading just so they can feel good about themselves and they can kind of but I realized it kind of got me in trouble in the way that people were starting to actually look at me as like not like weak. And then once I saw that, I was like, no, 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 you got this all wrong, and stood up for myself. And you kind of put people in their place, and they're kind of in shock. They're like, who is this person? And they don't really want to accept it. But you just keep standing up for yourself, like, and things work out. Things work out. The biggest haters are the weakest people. The strongest people are people that are agreeable people that learn, that grow, so yeah, to focus on yourself, Rhonda, thank you. You'll make a wonderful husband. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, Smiley. Thank you. Always an episode. Yeah, like kindness, always thinking for weakness. Yeah, you gotta do something. You gotta make sure you're respecting yourself. Absolutely can't argue with that, Will. Very true. You amaze me with your strength. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Great leaders give their power to others. 100%. 100%. You've grown, wanted to control. That's normally, yeah. It's when I started to see how people look at me, like, just say I saw people say, like, oh, like this is, then I was like, no, 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 no. Like, that's where I draw the line. So you get to a point where you draw the line and you say really what you believe in, and if they either take it or leave it, and it does not matter. It doesn't change my life. It does not matter. You got to stand up, just like if someone came in your house and tried to take over your family, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and get on your knees and pray, or are you going to take them out? You're going to fucking take them out. You're going to say, no, get the fuck out of my house. It's my family. I'll die for my family. All right. So you get to a point where you need to stand up for yourself. Sometimes once asked me, right? Sometimes once asked me, what is harder, break up, letting go, or something? Nothing's hard. It's only hard when you make it hard. So nothing's really hard. It's only hard when you make it hard. It's what you do with it. So like letting go can be hard because you're not letting go. Breaking up can be hard because you're not breaking up or you're thinking about it too much. Falling in love can be hard because you're worried about it and you don't know, you don't want to dive into it. But if you just make that decision and follow that decision, you will grow with positivity and even if it feels like you're forcing a smile on your face, it'll eventually like change the chemistry in your body and your brain, and you'll start to turn into that person and you'll start to be that person. So it's only hard if you say it's hard and you make it hard. It's only easy if you say it's easy and you make it easy. And like, is it that hard to go do a workout? No, you don't have to do the hardest workout ever. But is it that hard to say, I'm gonna go do a workout? Is it that hard to take a glass of water and drink a glass of water? Is it that hard to watch something positive and smile? Is it that hard to work hard? Oh, dude, it's really not. It's actually a blessing. So it's all your mindset towards it. And that's what makes things better. It's not even hard to die. If you decide it's not hard to die. It's all about a decision, you know? A workout can mentally help too if it's needed even for 10 minutes. Yeah, falling in love actually does change your brain chemistry. Yeah, sometimes feels that way. You said it, do it. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mary. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you all for being here, having these conversations. I got kind of like a headache. I'm going through shit too, right? Like I'm living my life growing, going through some growing pains, turning into the man that I want to be. But I appreciate everyone being here and having these conversations and supporting the channel. I hope you guys appreciate it as well. Things are changing. I want to be a little more professional about things if we can. That's why I want to take some classes and I'm getting into singing and getting into acting and all this stuff because just kind of trying to pick it up a little bit so the conversations will be a little more professional like that, a little more focused on that stuff, not too much all over the place and stuff like that. For respect for me, my family, everything else. But yeah, I appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, my head a little hurts. A little hurts. Thank you guys. Je ne sais quoi. Susie, thank you. Stacy, thank you. Diane, thank you. Denise, thank you. I love our talks too. Diane, thank you. You put in the hard. Yeah, I'm putting in the hard work for sure. You know? Yeah, man. Look how big my face is, bro. You know? Like I've been working so hard. I got a big ass fucking I can feel the pressure, bro, in my head and my face. Like my hands are fucking massive, bro. Like I've been working super fucking hard, for many, many years, for 5 years now. So it's a grind becoming that man that I want to be, the best man I can be. It's not easy, but it's worth it. CJ, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm not the best, but I'm working on it. None of us are perfect. I got thoughts that I want to fix. I got things I got to fix. That's why I'm going to my doctor's tomorrow, actually, guys, just so you know. A lot of people will be happy. Getting on medication. Hopefully, I'm going to talk to my doctor about it. I'm just going to talk about medication. It's not that I'm going to take it right away or what I'm going to take. I don't know. But I'm going to talk to my doctor just about, plans on what medication would work for me or how to better my life and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very good, a very, very good doctor's appointment. So yeah. And be with the 100. Yeah, see what they say. Honestly, it was, you know, my girlfriend told me like, if we want to have a future one day, you got to start. I want to see that you can take care of yourself. And she said, I know you can, but I want to see that you're willing to kind of get to that next step and be that man that you want to be. And I totally agree with her, and I'm willing to do that. I am, and it's not just about the medication or anything. She's just saying, I want to see that you're willing to actually take the steps to better yourself, like go out in public, work out, talk to a therapist, like really get into that. So I really appreciate her for kind of helping me out with that. And it's she doesn't want to be with somebody that, isn't doing the best or anything like that. So it's a work in progress, but I appreciate it and it's uh it's good. It's good. Love Spring, thank you for the 100. Gina with the 5. Kathy, thank you for the 100. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love her honesty, sometimes I'm like, fuck, dude, but no. Can't help but love who I love, right? And I do love her. no matter what, even if she decided whatever she decides, no matter what, I appreciate and love her no matter what. But it's hard. Love's hard. You want to work hard for the people you love. It's not the easiest thing, especially when it's a woman that you love, a girl that you love. So yeah, it's not easy. Says your best interest. Yeah, yeah. But it's good. It's good. Sounds like a super supportive woman. She is very, very supportive, like out of this world supportive. She's so beautiful. Very beautiful person. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. 100%. Yeah. 100%. 100%. You're amazing just what you are. You're work in progress. Thank you. Thank you. You're a great person. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, she wants me to love it. Exactly. She wants me to be the best man that I can be, and to have that genuine support it can be like, oh damn, it's not just my way or the highway, we actually she wants to be able to follow me, she wants to look up to a man. She doesn't want to look to a boy. She wants to look up to the man that she sees, and I appreciate it, and I'm willing. So, it's a work in progress, but it's good. It's great. I love it for sure. Yeah. No, I'm a man. I'm not saying I'm not. Just, sure, there's aspects of my life that need to grow up a little bit, and I totally agree. And I've known that. No one had to tell me, but sometimes it takes a kick in the ass to kind of get up. Sometimes it takes another reminder, just to kind of understand what's needed. Growing up and learning about each other, people in good relationships that are equal partners. Yeah, going together, yeah. Thank you, Jules. Thank you so much. Thank you. Still work in progress, but constantly. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Not change or anything like that. That's not the right word. Just wants to bring the best. And same with her. Same with me with her. I want to bring the best of her, and she knows that. So it goes both ways. It's like, okay, you want the best in me, but I want the best in you. So, it goes both ways, and it's true. It's very true. You have to be able to go through life side by side. Yep, 100%. We definitely want to be the best version of ourselves. Yeah. Growing and learning each other. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Exactly. Helping each other. 100%. 150%. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. Thank you. That's why today I was like, you want to go for breakfast? And she had the biggest smile on her face. She's like, I just love you, I want to be with you forever, blah, 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 blah. I was like, damn, dude, this feels good. So I brought her out for breakfast, paid for her breakfast, and we went to Auntie's restaurant, actually. Um, and Auntie served us, which was beautiful. Um, so yeah, it was nice. And then yeah, it was really good. And that was the first time I went out for breakfast in a long, long time. But I'm getting so much more comfortable with getting out in public. I even saw people as I'm driving, like dads and pickup trucks and stuff, kind of giving me a wave or a smile, and just felt very respectful and a little better than I've been feeling in the past and stuff like that. So to see that growth it feels really good, and one step at a time, it's not going to be easy, there's hard times, I don't want to work out today, but I have to. I'm going to make sure I do it. I'm also working with ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT. I'll uh I'll let you guys know right now, one sec. Um Working on something with ChatGPT. Um Thank you, thank you. I said to ChatGPT because when we went to my mom's, I was talking and I said, "Can you help me become a man?" And I know a lot of people say you are a man, but you know what I mean. You can always be a better man, you know? And number one is take ownership of your life. You know, no excuses, no blaming. This is where I am. What can I do about it? Know what you stand for. You don't become a man by drifting. You ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? What do I respect in others? What do I refuse to tolerate? Do the hard things. This is huge. Go to the gym, have uncomfortable conversations, work on your goals even when you're tired. Discipline, motivation, always. Control your emotions. Being a man doesn't mean no feelings. It means you feel things deeply, but you don't let emotions control your actions. You respond instead of reacting. Be someone people can rely on. If you say something, you do it. Show up on time, keep your word, protect and respect the people around you. That's real strength. Build something. You need direction. For you, this could be your book that you're working on. See, it knows what I'm talking about. Your content or your creative work. Men build, they don't just consume. Get comfortable being alone. If you always need validation, you'll never be solid. You should be able to sit with yourself and think, I'm good. I know who I am. Take care of your relationships. A real man respects his girl, communicates honestly, doesn't play games, but he also sets boundaries, respects both ways. Real talk for you specifically, you have a lot going on. You're self-aware. So he's talking about me. You're self-aware. You want to grow. You're building something creative. You're asking identity shift. Stop thinking I'm trying to become a man and start thinking I am a man who is building himself daily. Your first challenge, I want to do this, do something physically uncomfortable, do something mentally uncomfortable, and be honest in one situation you would normally avoid. Your daily journal. What kind of man do I want to become in detail? Where am I undisciplined right now? What did I do today that proves I'm serious about my change? Grounding. Tonight, take 2 minutes, picture yourself, strong body, clear mind, respected presence, then ask, did I act like this version today? No judgment, just awareness. Real talk. The only This only works if you're honest with me. Not impressive, not perfect, just real. We'll build discipline, confidence, direction, and control. Next step. Reply with your answers to the journal. What did you do for your challenge today? And I'll adjust your plan based on you, not some generic advice. We're building you for real now. So that's what I'm working on with ChatGPT, which is really good. I started that today. So I'm gonna make sure I do a workout, then do some reading before bed, stuff like that. Start kind of crushing it like that. Thank you, thank you. Denise, thank you. Yeah. Heading to a meeting. This has been a great live. Glad I was able to catch it. Have a great afternoon. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no problem, Nicole. This is what I do. I'm an influencer. I share my life, the good and the bad. Some things obviously I keep personal, some things I don't engage in. But at the end of the day, the I want to share good things about my life so people can take that and use it for themselves or kind of get ideas about all that. Asha, Anna, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and you can share it to your grandson, you share it like Rhonda, thank you. Did you like the response? Loved it, man. It was amazing. I read it to my mom too, and she's like, "This is unreal. That's amazing." Monday motivation. Yep, it rolls back to discipline, the willingness to stick with it. Exactly, 100%. Love you, Will. You're an amazing man. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, thank you. I love it. Thank you. You had a great start by going out for breakfast. Oh yeah, man, that's a huge step for me, man. So many times I'm like, should I just order it? I'll just chill in, whatever. But we're driving back from because my girlfriend thought her doctor's appointment was this morning, but it was later on. So we went there and then we found out, oh, it's not right now. Amy, thank you for the 500. So as we're driving back, my girlfriend just thinks I'm gonna bring her home and we're just gonna chill inside, whatever. But I'm like, do you want to go out for breakfast? And she's like, yeah, like she was so excited. She's like, that'd be amazing. And I'm like, or do you want to go out for lunch? Like we can go home for a bit. And she's like, I want to go for breakfast. And I'm like, okay, let's go for breakfast. So we walked in. I saw a beautiful couple beside me, a grandma and a grandfather. They were a cute couple. My girlfriend used to work at this restaurant, so she said that's the couple that tipped me a lot of money. So I thought that was really cute. And yeah, we just enjoyed our breakfast and it was super nice. So it was a vibe and I'm happy I did it. Diane, thank you. Yeah. Never looked at myself so deep until I met you. You're an amazing influence. Oh, thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the deeper you look, the better. The deeper you look, the harder, though, for sure. You know, a lot of people think you're a low life for looking deep. There's a lot of names. A lot of people are jealous of you too. They'll do things behind your back. Um, it's not easy when you look deep and you really focus on yourself and it's a hard world out there, you know. There's a lot that goes on, but just I think just follow yourself. What do you believe in? And follow that belief, follow that intuition, and everything will kind of work out. My peak moment, I'd say, was breakfast and going to my mom's and coming on here. So all of it. Sounds like a great morning. Yep, step by step, 100%, 100%. I've been doing a lot of the big work. Now it's time to just walk through it. Some people don't realize how big of a deal it can be to do the small things. Yeah, and like for me, man, like I have 2 million followers. I'm very rich and successful. I have a beautiful girlfriend. I made all of this myself, so people can say they can make fun of me or do this and that, but they know that I do big things. Now it's just stepping into that and walking with that and growing with that. So everything was planned how I wanted it to be, and it's working out how I want it to be. Sometimes it's the little things like going out for breakfast. 100%. It's all on your time schedule, right? It's up to you what you want to do, you know? For me, going to breakfast was a highlight of my day. Let's say for Gavin, he does that all the time. But for Gavin, he doesn't have 2 million followers. So I was staying in the house and grinding and making a ton of money and very successful walking red carpets, but I wasn't going out for breakfast at your local town. So everyone's got their own ways of going about it. Everyone's got their own path, and it's nothing to be judged. And that's just how it is, you know? You have a cross in your valley, climb the mountain. Yep, 100%. Love you so much, Will. You're wonderful. You make me look at things so different. Thank you so much. See you, Carol. That's 100% true. I've been saying that since the day we've been on here, and it makes me sad. A lot of people don't understand that or see that or try to go against that. But at the end of the day, I know where it comes from. It comes from jealousy. It comes from hate. It comes from the devil. But it comes from a lot of bullshit. So I've known that the whole time, and I keep standing up for myself, and I keep working hard on myself, and I don't give up with that. And that's just who I am. You know. Yeah, no, I'm not really a motivator. I'm just a hard worker. Um, hey babe, I'm just online. Okay, I'll see you soon. Are you okay? Goodbye. Work's always in the way, it's okay. I'm glad to see you taking those small steps to help your anxiety. Yeah, you can't downplay it, right? I have you walked red carpet, Fantilli? No. Do you have 2 million followers? No. Do you have fucking all this opportunity that I have? No. So people can talk about anxiety this, anxiety that. No. I've done some things that nobody would ever do, or don't have the ability to, or just don't aren't yeah, whatever it is, right? So everything's on my path. I walk how I want to walk. So for me, with the pressure of the outside, start to make those small steps. Start to build what you need to build, you know? If you need to clean your room, that's where you need to clean. Maybe you need to clean the basement. Maybe you need to cut the grass. Maybe you need to go talk to the neighbors. Everyone's got their own paths about going things. You can't judge people for their paths. Everyone's got their own path. You know what I'm saying? But you can't downplay it. That's that's where like disrespect comes in, and I don't stand for disrespect. Diane, thank you so much. Yeah, we all have different success, and it's not about being jealous though. Like when I talk about my success, it shouldn't be like we all have this, we all have that. It should be good for you, Will. You know, it is unreal the things that you do because I don't see anything like it, you know. The things that you hold on to and take through is absolutely unbelievable. You know, it's not about comparing yourself. It's not about wishing you were in my position. It's about understanding and being happy about that. My sweetie, thank you for the 100. Thank you, thank you. You know, I look at it this, if I gave you the respect to go down to your level, you should give me the respect to go up to my level. You are well-rounded for sure beyond your years. Thank you so much. Super proud of you. It's impressive, very impressive to see. Thank you so much. And it is. We have our own paths. I'm in awe of you. You're amazing. Thank you. And vice versa. I do it every day. Like that analogy. Not everyone is exponential, but the work they do may just be as valuable. 100%. Like for me, my fans, everyone's got their own kind of way of going about it. Like for me, someone comes in, they lose their sister. I haven't lost someone that was close to me. I don't have that empathy because I haven't had it happen to me. But for me, there's many fans in here that have lost people in their life. There's many people that have had diseases and got through it and worked through it. And they're able to connect with people that are in this fandom or that are new to this fandom that are going through a difficult time that I'm not able to connect to. Or they're able to understand where someone's coming from and where some attention should be focused on, and that's where kind of teamwork makes the dream work. And that's where I really appreciate stuff like that because it helps. It helps so much, and it's not about, you know, like so many people are here because of the people that are in this chat. You know, a lot of people are here because of the friendships. Yeah, it's because of me, but they stay because of all these amazing people that they talk to or whatever it is. It doesn't, you know, I think there's more than one thing, but you know, it all helps at the end of the day. That's good, Jenny. Stacy, thank you. You have no idea how I met these people help me through health issues. They love and support. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Diane, for being here. This is a beautiful community of kind, generous people. Thank you. So true. Well, beautiful community, all because of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stacy, thank you. It all adds up. It all adds up. And then, like, you look at People's Magazine, I wouldn't have won People's Magazine. Not a lot of people talk about this, but if it wasn't for my fans consistently voting, so there's so many things that get me out in the public eye because of the support system that I have beneath me. I wouldn't be able to come on here and do this for a living if it wasn't for the people that support me. So at the end of the day, it all adds. I'm not trying to put pressure on you. If you literally can't support or you don't want to support or you don't like doing it anymore, I don't want you to ever feel bad for me. Like I might have made you feel bad once in the past or something when I was drinking or who knows or feeling insecure. I want you to genuinely know that whatever you decide to do, I will forever be appreciative for everyone that's been here, the time that we've had together, and all of that. I genuinely want people to understand and know that because it's 100% true. And I would have no problem going to do something else. Would it be a change? 100%, but I would have no problem going to do something else and work on a new project. It would be a new start. JJ, thank you for the 100. Yeah, no problem, guys. I don't want anyone to think any otherwise, man. The support has been unreal. The all of it has been out of this world. So I thank you guys tremendously for all of it. Um all the time. That's why I wrote that message the other day when I was in bed because I'm sitting there able to order some meals for myself. I'm able to have a beautiful girlfriend beside me that is very supportive of what I do. I'm able to have a beautiful family that I can take care of. I'm able to have people that care about me, and just that thanks is just absolutely like it's just so much, it's my whole life. And I know you guys know I put a lot of work into it. Like you can tell I put a lot of work into this. But I want you to know that it's just you got to know your worth and how grateful I really am for you guys, and I'm super super grateful for all that. And I don't know. Sometimes you can say it, but maybe some people don't really feel it to the core. So I might be repetitive, but that's okay to me because it's all positive stuff and it's true. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. My hair is I know you guys are saying it's not too long, but I always need a ball cap because this is some surfer flow. But I know you guys like it. I'm thrilled for the progress and the work. Doris, thank you so much for the 25 gifted subs, Doris. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Casey, for that nice message too. Um, Doris, thank you so much for the 25 gifted sub. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, trim would be nice. But Joel wants to do something with it. So I've been grateful. Thank you. It's at that in-between stage for sure. Once it gets like right here, on the beach too, by the time I go to California, maybe it'll be like right there. I'll have that surfer kind of flow in Malibu and be able to sing the music video. That might look really good. And thank you, JJ, thank you. Yeah, perfect for the music video. Thank you. I'm excited too. It's yeah, man. Even my voice is getting better and better without me even singing every day. Kathy, thank you for the 500. It's starting to get better and better. Just need someone to shape it a bit. Yeah. Put some, yeah, exactly. Shape it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Do you prefer long or short hair? Um, Honestly, Sonia, thank you. I prefer short hair. Yeah. Like if with the man that I'm becoming, it would be nice to have a nice shortcut. That like still like some length to it, but just classy, you know? I think it would just you can see my ears, you can see my face, I really love it. But there's a time and place for things, you know? So it's gonna be nice when I go do the music video in Malibu or California. It's gonna be nice to have that surfer vibe. Kathy, thank you. Sonia, thank you. So there's a time and place, kinda. Um, you know, yeah. But I like it. Like getting closer to spring, summer, it'd be nice to have some short hair. I think this time that I cut my hair short, I'm gonna look very studly, like very manly, which I'm excited for. I like the way you did it with the gel. You look great either way. Thank you. Can always put long tails. Yep. After the music video, you can buzz it. A buzz? I would like a buzz, honestly. Um, eventually, eventually, I would love a buzz. Yeah. Guy version of manly and girls version are too different. Not really for everybody. I guess for some people, yeah, but not everybody. The Paul Walker cut would look good. Yeah. Have you ever had a buzz? Um, no. Actually, when I was like a kid, bro, like daycare, but no. Do you like fade cut? Yeah, fade cuts are cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Um, everyone's home now. It was chat starting to quiet down a little bit. Um, it's time to go. We've been on for almost 2 hours too. It was great to see you guys as well. I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I like to stop in and kind of come on, as much as I can, like every day. It feels good. Um, so yeah, tomorrow, just depending on how busy I am, but I'm sure I'll do a coffee or maybe a late night live or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much. It was great seeing you guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed, you know. Um, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye guys.